He spit near the homeless veteran's feet, then read the medal engraved with his own father's name. It was early morning outside Fort Bragg, North Carolina. The base gates were busy with young recruits hustling in, laughing, their boots crunching over frost that hadn't melted yet. Coffee cups hit trash cans, half-burned cigarettes got stomped out, all routine. No one noticed the old man on the sidewalk by the gate. Wrapped in a battered army surplus jacket, gray hood up, knees pulled tight against his chest. He'd been sleeping there for weeks, maybe months. Most just stepped over him. But that morning, Private First Class Jacob Reed didn't step over him. He spit near his feet. Jacob was 20, fresh out of boot camp, proud, cocky, hungry to prove himself. He wore his standard-issue camo-like armor and carried that rookie swagger in his shoulders. The old man, to him, was nothing but clutter on his perfect soldier's path. Jacob's buddies laughed as he flicked his half-empty coffee cup onto the curb, just inches from the old man's blanket. "Find a real shelter, Grandpa," he muttered. "This is a soldier's gate, not your sidewalk." The old man didn't look up. He never did. He just kept his eyes on the cracked sidewalk, his gloved hand wrapped around a battered tin cup. Jacob's friends snickered. No one bothered to see the small black box next to the cup. An old metal case, edges worn, latch half broken. The wind rattled it open for a second. No one cared. Welcome to the Ninos Locos channel. Before we dive into this powerful story of respect, hidden identity, and quiet heroism, drop your age in the comments below. And if you believe stories like this deserve to be remembered, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next. The gate guard, Corporal Martinez, watched from his checkpoint. He'd seen the kid spit. He'd seen the old man's hands trembling but never reaching up for help. And he'd seen the medal case, a glimpse of tarnished brass, an old army seal. He thought about saying something, but like every other morning, he stayed quiet. It wasn't his place. Not yet. Jacob went through his day like nothing happened. Rifle drills, obstacle courses, yelling, sweat. But that old man stuck in the back of his mind, like grit under his boot. That night, in the barracks, Martinez walked by Jacob's bunk. He stopped. "You ever ask who that man is?" he asked flatly. Jacob scoffed. "Some bum. Shouldn't be outside the gate." Martinez tilted his head. "Careful, Reed. Some ghosts wear boots longer than you've been alive." Jacob shrugged him off. Next morning, Jacob found himself staring at the old man again. Same spot. Same broken case. The tin cup had maybe $1 in it, a few coins rattling when the wind blew. Jacob squatted down. His shadow fell across the metal box. This time, curiosity won. "Hey, old man, what's this? Fake service medals? You hustling pity out here?" No answer. Jacob reached out, flicked the box open. Inside lay a tarnished bronze star, the inscription still legible despite the years. His eyes scanned the engraved words. Sergeant. William H. Reed. Valor in Vietnam, 1969. Jacob froze. Reed. His father's name. The old man finally lifted his head. His eyes were gray, sharp, impossibly calm. "You his boy?" he rasped. Jacob couldn't speak. He stumbled back a step. The old man looked back down at the medal. "He carried me out of A Shau Valley when the Hueys couldn't land. Got shot twice doing it. Never bragged. Never asked for a handshake. Just left it all there and came home." Jacob's breath caught in his throat. His father never talked about Vietnam. He only ever said one line. "We brought our boys back. That's all that matters." Jacob sank to his knees. "Why are you out here?" he asked, voice shaking. The old man closed the metal case, pushed it back toward the cup. Because I watch. I sit here, watch these kids go in and out. Reminds me we still got something worth guarding. Jacob's eyes stung. His voice dropped to a whisper. I spit near your feet. The old man's cracked lips twitched. Maybe a smile. I've had worse, son. Jacob didn't sleep that night. The next morning, before dawn, he came back with a thermos of hot coffee and a folded army blanket from his own bunk. The old man was gone. He asked Martinez. He asked around. No one had seen him leave. No one ever did. Days passed. Weeks. Jacob kept the Bronze Star hidden in his footlocker until he could stand at his father's grave, in a quiet cemetery in Georgia, and lay the medal down. He whispered a thank you he never knew he owed. Years later, Private Jacob Reed became Sergeant Reed. His unit knew him as the one who never walked past a man on the sidewalk without asking his name. And every Memorial Day, he visits the gate at Fort Bragg. Sometimes there's a shadow sitting there, sometimes not. But in his chest pocket, right over his heart, he still keeps an old bronze star. And the memory of the man who sat in silence so that kids like him could learn what respect really means.